First is a roaming profile. So this part completed, right? So I told local profile and roaming profile. So what is a local profile? User data store in local PC only. Okay. Next, roaming profile. User data means user profile data. Okay. Roaming profile. User profile data store in central PC. Central storage means if you have a SAN, NAS kind of stuff, usually NAS, NAS storage, network attached storage. Okay, but here we don't have a NAS, so we'll use our server as a server. Then the storage and this profile data wherever he log, wherever the user login, wherever the user is login, we can access his data. So here in this one, user cannot access user cannot access profile data if user switch different PC. Okay, so if you as you go into another PC, you cannot access his old profile data. Means previous profile data. Okay, so old or previous profile data. Just try to understand, then you can construct properly. Okay, that is a local profile. Means if I log into one PC, my profile data is stored there. If I log into another PC, my profile data is stored in that one. Okay, but these profile data, my old profile data, previous profile data cannot access from here. So that's one. But here in this roaming profile, it is stored in a central storage, so we can able to access that data from anywhere. So that is a roaming profile. Okay, how to make user as a roaming profile? So there is a user account part is there. Okay, okay. So there is a in a roaming profile, go to user account section, right click on user account. Okay, so go to properties, user, then properties. Okay, go to the properties and profile section is there, and define profile path. Okay, so what is the profile path? So first create a folder, and I put a folder name is roaming profile, roaming folder. Okay, and then share it, share roaming folder. Okay, and go to security tab. and give access to everyone. Currently we don't discuss the user, domain user and all, or we can use all domain user. We can give like that. Okay, so we'll see that one. First we have to do the this part, and then we have to give the path, and we have to verify. So I'm going to server. I'm doing this one in server. Nothing to do with the client. Client is only for observation purpose only. Everything we do in a server only. So this is my server, right? So this is my IT support, IT user one. Leave it. First go to I don't have a more only I have a C drive. I want D drive, means I want another drive. I don't want to create in a C drive. I want something like a D drive or E drive. And how to get it? Tell me, guys. I have a free space, almost 46.7 GB free space is there. How to get? I want something around 20 GB disk space is required. A 10 GB disk space is required. How to do it? Tell me. It's a Windows system. Don't think server or a client. It's a Windows server, of course, and a Windows system. How to get out of 60 GB, 46.7 GB is free. Out of 46.7, I want a 20 GB disk space. Someone is trying to tell. Just tell, no problem.
Creating partitioning.
Disk partitioning. Very good. So step by step. First go to disk management, right? mgmt.msc. So first we have to go to disk management, go to C drive, because we don't have any other extra spaces here, only C drive is there. Now C drive is 60 GB around, and free space is this much of free space is there, 79% free space is there. What is the next step? Tell me. How to get 20 GB out of?
Shrink volume.
Very good. Right click.
Shrink volume.
Shrink volume. Very good. 20480 means 20 GB. Now 20 GB allocated. Now I'm going to create a simple volume. Right click, simple volume. Now this is simple volume wizard. Next. So click next, next, next. It will automatically create. If you want to change here 10 GB, you can change it. Otherwise, you can go next, next. NTFS only, because we need a security. Okay. Next, finish. I didn't change any name. If you want change new name, also you can change it. Okay. So this is a E drive. So E drive completed. Close. Now we got a E drive 20 GB. I want to create everything under E drive only. So I'm going to create roaming folder. So this is a roaming folder. We don't put any data in that one. So right click on roaming folder, properties, sharing, advanced sharing, share this folder, permissions, full control. Everyone, just you can give everyone. Otherwise, you can give domain users, or you can share to a particular group also. No bother. Okay, just apply. Okay. Now this is the network path. Copy the network path. I pasted here. I will use this one later. close. Okay, one more we forget, that is security. Sometimes security is secure, so then we can't able to access. So what I'm doing is roaming folder properties, go to security tab, edit, add everyone. Okay, because initially we are doing, so then we need less security. So I'm giving everyone full access. I'm giving everyone full access. Okay, everyone full access. You can see everyone full control allow. Okay, click OK. So that is completed. Now P drive is completed. This part completed. Close it. Sorry. So this is the path, right? So here it is. Now here already I copied the path. So I put a extra slash. See the slash symbol, follow like that only. And percentage username percentage. It's like a environmental variables type only. So when you put a percentage username percentage, it understand. Okay, what username you are using. Just copy everything. Add percentage username percentage. Copy everything and go to active directory. And the user which is previous user which is login already, the user which is already login, which is already local profile. The local profile user, what happened to the local user, it cannot convert into roaming folder. So normally, okay, so we need more settings for that one. So it is very difficult to but part. Okay, so I'm creating new user or not at login user. So who is not at login? Okay, Sneha not at login, so I'm going to Sneha. This is a account name. Go to account. So double click on a user account. Already I created, so why should I create another one? So go to account. This is the login name, Sneha login name. Okay, go to profile. So can you see user profile? Go to user profile path, paste it. I paste completely. See, understand? Maybe you can see. Look. Okay. So under Sneha properties, I'm going to profile, user profile path. I given a complete path. Then I'm giving apply. So when I click on apply, automatically the percentage username percentage convert into Sneha, because it will understand from here. This is a username. Automatically the username came here. Then click OK. Click OK. That's it. Now go to the client PC. Okay, it is already login, right? So we have to log in. This is IT user 1. Log out from the IT user 1. Log out from the IT user 1. Where is the account I created? Account I created in a server. I'm logging in a client. See, that is domain and client thing. Okay, understand? This is the login to the domain authenticated by server means that is our active directory. So we created a user in active directory, and we log into the client. So when you are log into the client, request go to the active directory. It will authenticate you to whether username password will verified. It will give you authenticated. Once authenticated, then it will authorize to access the client PC. Once you got authenticated, it will authorize to access the client PC. That is authentication and authorization. Authentication means verifying username and password. Authorization means providing access. Sneha, right? Sneha. Password is I think I given Vedic at rate 123 only. Yeah. Okay. It is a new user. Not at I didn't log in it. I created a user but not login at it. Not at login. So it will take little bit time again. So you have to wait. So this is how we can do roaming folder. Once we done, I will explain the home folder, and I will tell you. In one or two interviews, they ask about this local profile and roaming profile. So just create two statements. What is local profile? What is roaming profile? Roaming profile means user can log into any PC, but he has his own profile data which stores in a central PC. User profile data stored in a central PC is roaming profile. Central storage is a roaming profile. User profile store if user profile data stores in local PC, local profile. If user profile data store in a central PC, that is roaming profile. That's a simple. We have a folder, right? So where is the folder we created? There it is login. So don't worry. This is a roaming folder. Can you see sneha.v5 is created? I didn't create that one. Automatically this one is created. Automatically under roaming profile I didn't create any folder. Under roaming folder I didn't create anything. But it is created automatically because when user is login into my client, when user is login into client, what happened? The profile is creating in a central PC in this folder. We don't have any central storage kind of stuff. That's why we are so cancel this one. So when you get a VMware tools, I'm in a client now. Okay, in a client, and I'm going to check my profile data is there or not. Of course, without this one, how can we log in? So without that one, we can't log in. So this is again created the Sneha. See, this is the Sneha profile data. But if I create something here, if I create something in this one, for example, I'm going to documents. I created a file. This is my file. Okay, maybe I'm going to picture. I'm going to picture. Okay, this is the picture. I didn't put anything inside a picture, but picture. Okay, this is document picture, or maybe I'm going to download. You can put anything if you want, like that. Okay, so the data which is I created in a profile, after I log out, the data is going to sync into my central PC. When I log out, the data in the local PC is transferred to central PC. But one more is we have to check it, that is control panel, user accounts, again user accounts. Okay, see Sneha contesto slash Sneha, and here configure advanced. See, roaming change type. Can you see roaming profile? So this user is roaming profile. So Sneha can able to roam any place. Like if I have a 2-3 client PCs, she can log into any PC, but she will carry the profile data. Domain user can log into any domain client PC. Okay, any domain PC, right? So any domain computer. So domain user can log into any domain user, but they may not carry their profile data because there are local profile candidates. Roaming profile users can able to access their profile data from anywhere. So their wherever they created a data, but they can access the complete data in from single PC. So it's a mix of statements. So go with my previous statement only. This one. So when I logging out, so I'm going to log out from Sneha. Log out. So what are the profile data I created in this client PC in a Sneha? Okay. So it is going to store in this one, but we can't access it because it is a highly secured one. So only Sneha user can able to access that. Only user Sneha can able to access it. Okay, roaming folder is open for everyone, but Sneha folder is not open for everyone. So if you want to see properties, sharing is there, separate sharing. Okay, and security, you must have a read permission to view properties of this object Click advanced continue. I'm an administrator, right? So I'm an administrator. So then I can override that permission. So go to add. I have to take the permission. Share audit like this. Permission. I don't have any read permission also, but I have an administrator. Okay. So I changed it. Can I open? Still I'm getting this one. Access. Close tab. Right click. Properties. Security. Advanced. Unable to display current owner also. So I will to change the ownership to administrator. This is for testing only. Don't do this one. Okay, normally in general. We should not change the ownership like that. Let's change it. Yes. Documents. I created a file, right? So documents. Okay. So again, I have to do the check mark. I didn't done the check mark thing. So security. Okay, we have a Sneha permission administrator. Edit administrator. Okay, we have a permission. So I will go to advanced. Um, Permission for a administrator. Change administrator only. This folder and subfolder things. Okay, apply. Okay, okay, try. I can see subfolders, documents. Still, I am getting. Again, I have to change the thing or what? Okay, so even the main folder is for everyone, but the use yes, replace owner and subcontinent of the object like apply. Okay, okay. So this is DD. Got it? Where I'm in a server. I'm in a server, but I created DD in a client. But where is it is storing? It is stored in my server only. How it is possible? Because of roaming profile. So this is about your roaming profile. Actually, we should not override the admin permission kind of stuff like user permission kind of stuff. Okay. Next is home folder. There is a three type of profiles are there. Actually, local profile, roaming profile, mandatory profile also there. Mandatory profile means already I given a statement. Domain user can log in to any domain computer by default. By default, if you restrict a user, a particular user should log into a particular computer only. Then that is also we can restrict it. Okay. Mm, okay. So a user can log into any computer, right? So, but if user is a local profile candidate, profile data stores in only one PC only. If you log into another PC, he can't access the old data. So you have to tell the answer like that. Okay, he cannot access the data which is created in a previous PC, or you can explain with the examples also. You can explain with the examples also. You know, guys, I'm telling this one more point. It is when you are creating a statement. So the statement not into the particular thing. So understand one important point in interview is what you understand. Interviewer want to check what you understand. Do you understand the concept? Can you able to do it? These are the things. Do you understand it? That is important. In a college and examinations, it's a textbook answer. You have to take the textbook, read the textbook, and in a school days we have a thing like something they will quote. or maybe brackets, like here, from here to here is the answer. Okay, and this is not, remaining is not answer. You have to check like this, and this is answer. In school days, okay, and college days is a all in one or something. We have to take the textbook, write down, or maybe college lecturer notes we have to follow. But this is not it. This is not it. Interview means what do you understand? I don't know about other interviews. I know about other interviews, but leave about other interviews. But cognizant interview is just very simple thing is, do you understand? Do you know it or not? Do you understand it? Do you practice it? If you practice, what your observation? Based on that only the questions will there. If you give a exact definition also, they may not agree. You should give an example if in case a possibility. For example, to explain this one, we can't explain with a line or a word. Hold on, take example. I have a client C1 and C2. I log into C1. My local profile store in a C1. I created a F1 and F2 file. And then tomorrow I log in into the C2. Then I can't access my F1 and F2 because it's stored in C1. If I'm a roaming profile, my data is stored in a central location. So I log into C1, I created a data F1 and F2, and I log out from C1 and I log into C2, and in my system it shows C1 and C2 also. So this is how to explain that one. Okay. So to explain also, you can give an example. You can give an example. Give an example like, for example, guy asked what is a grep command. Give an example. If your grep is a filtering, like a, so if pattern matches, line displays. It's a very simple, right? So grep is in the file or output. You given a pattern and pattern matches, it displays the particular line which contains your pattern, right? So that is a grep command. Otherwise, give the command one. So give grep user one slash etc slash pass wd. So give example, and it will display the line which contains the user one. Very simple. So it meaning is either you given a statement or you give an example or both. Important thing is you are telling that you know it and you are understand it and you can able to do it. This is a important in interview. So guys, that's keep it in your mind. Yeah, this is a statement. User can able to log into any computer until unless if you restrict it. What is a mandatory user? Local user is, this is statement for local user. Roaming profile user. Profile will be transferred from anywhere you log in. What is a mandatory means? Once you log into a PC, you cannot log into any other PC. Like today you log into C1. Tomorrow you want to log into C2. You can't log in. Your profile data is in C1 and you should log into the C1, and you cannot move from the C1. You cannot log into any other PC. You not only your profile data, nothing you will get it. So only you have to log into C. That is a mandatory profile. Practically we can do it, but not now. So this is, I not done. So since I learned mandatory profile, till the time I didn't done mandatory profile. Again I have to search for that one. Next is a home folder. Okay, so we don't have much time, but still I'm telling lot of not lot of things. It's a basic things. Okay, what is a home folder? For example, I have user one, user two, user three. So these three users are working on a project. Okay, working on a project. Okay, user one, user two, user three working on a project one, and the project data is also there, right? Working on a project. The project, I put a project one means just to know the name. Okay, project related data is there, so I keep it in a one shared folder. I keep it in a shared folder. They are working in a project, and I keep it in a shared folder. Name is, so project data. Project data I keep it in a shared folder. Name is project one. Keep the project data into the folder. So user one, the user one always connected to the project one shared folder. So slash slash IP address slash project one open, right? So every user has to go to every user 1, user 2, user 3, and whenever they log in, so what they will do, they'll open the sharing, right? So you share the folder and you are asked to open the sharing thing, right? And think like this, guys. You are a technical guy, you may know how to open the sharing, but normal user don't know how to open the sharing, right? We can't teach them how to open the folder, right? We have to give the, so to open the share folder, to open the share folder, what we required, what you have to give name or a IP address. If already name is there, then I give a, okay. So name or IP address you have to give, user username you have to give, and password you have to give. Okay? Password you have to give, right? Username you have to give, password you have to give. To open a share, what is required? You required a name or IP address of the remote PC, name and IP address of remote PC. Okay, username and password you should give, and we should allow them access. So this is the information you should give to the open the sharing folder, right? So remote PC username, password, and IP address you should give, right? And we have to teach them how to mount it like that. Otherwise, admin has to do it. It's a very burden, right? If I have a 3 users, no problem. If you have a 10 users, 20 users, 30 users, problem. Then what I do, I'll create a folder. Name is one. I shade it, and by default, whenever the user is login, whether it is a new user or old user, whenever the user is login, this shared folder is mounted to the client. So that is a home folder. To do this one in server, I have to create a folder. Name is, for understanding only, I'm creating same name, home folder without a space. I will don't give spaces, which is always a dead. I created a folder name is home folder. Folder name is home folder. Share it to everyone, and better go to security. Okay, go to share it and security. Give permission for everyone. Share and secure both are in everyone. So because we are doing starting part only, so then, so share and secure permissions everyone. Share it and then secure permission everyone. Again, mm, user account properties, right? So user account, their profile, under that one you can find a home folder. Here give the information. So we'll do that one. So okay, I can't type everything in that time. So now I'm going to the server. I'm going to do home folder now. So I'm doing in server. We do in server, access from client. That's the only thing. I'm going to my E drive. Already E drive is there. I'm creating a folder here. The folder name is home folder. Okay, once I create a home folder, I'm going to share it, right? So go to properties, sharing tab, advanced sharing, select this one, permission, everyone, full control. Don't worry. So main folder is everyone. This is the path. Copy the path. I'm copying into notepad. So then later I will copy from there. Okay. Next, security, edit, add everyone, everyone, full control. Apply. Okay. So everyone has a full control. Close it. So security and sharing. So both are everyone, shared and secured permissions also given. So we don't require this one now. So I closed it. So I'm going to an account. Any account you can go, old one or new one, No problem. You can use Sneha, or you can use Sanket, or you can use IT support also. I'm going to Sneha first. So profile, local path. So leave like that. This is a leave it. So don't worry. So just go to home folder, connect. Home folder, connect. It is showing Z drive. No problems. I'm going copying this path // that home folder I copied from there, right? I copied from here. This is okay. That network path. Then I want to give something like project one home folder. In a home folder, I now I given project one separately. Home folder I put added a project. So you want to see in close. See here it is. This is network path, and I given a / project one. Apply. It may not, it didn't ask anything. Okay. And also two users, right? So I'm going to IT user one profile connect. Here also I'm giving. We don't require the profile path. I'm not giving, so it is not required. And the name is project one, right? Apply. Okay. Okay. Now this part completed, right? So I'm going to my client Sneha login. This is the client. I'm logging to Sneha. Just I already login. I think I log out last time, so better it is always. Let it log in. So go to folder like this. This PC. See it is project one main folder, and this is the data, right? I'm going to this my shared folder. This PC is Z drive. I'm going to create some data here. Okay, so something something create something just for understanding. Some report. Okay, so I created a 3 files from Sneha. Close it. Now I'm log out from the Sneha. I put it in my Z drive. What happened? It is showing ting 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 sound. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm going to server, and I'm going to that folder where I created a project one. So this is E drive roaming folder. Sorry, home folder. Can you see project one is created automatically? You have 3 files. Where is these 3 files? Where I created in client PC. But where it is stored? It's stored in server. It's stored in a server. Now again I'm going to client. I log in as Sneha, right? But I want to log in now. IT user one. I given IT for IT user one also, right? IT user one. What password I given for IT user one? Okay. IT user one login. Go to this PC. It is not working here. Not came. The Z drive is not came. You can't change any settings. If you want to change any settings, you need a administrator password. No, it is not working. Why this is profile? Again, logout login is better option. Actually, when I log in, it shows some notification. I thought it's general notification because sometimes it will come like that. Yeah, now it is came. So we need a one or two times login logout, so it will work. It is working now. Project one. So I am logging as a IT user one. I create this data when I log in with a Sneha, and I am accessing this data when I log in as a IT user one. See, it's a common data for both the users. Okay, so when I need a project, like I'm working on this project, now I want to add some data, or maybe I want to access the data, so I can do it. Okay, this is just files are created, but I can create from here also. I can create a data because so I'm also working in this project. Okay, so common folder for all the both the users. Okay, so that is what practically we are done. This is it. This is about your roaming profile and home directory.